Hey guys, Happy New Year! I wanted to go over my planning that I've kind of been sticking with since March 2014. Since the last time I've posted a planner video was, I believe, January either 2013 or 2014. Please excuse if you hear my kids in the background. They are in the living room playing video games, which is right outside of my bed. Is from. It's a small, it doesn't even say. I have no clue. I bought it from TJ Maxx for maybe like $3. So this is how I did it. It's pretty much how the guy suggested to do it. Ryder, whatever. I'm not even sure what his name is, but I'll post the original bullet journal link in the description bar. So I started with the index, which really isn't actually an index. Technically, it's a contents, because you just list stuff and you put the page number. And the tasks, the task key that I used. And then I tried this modification for forward planning called a Calendex. I didn't really like how that worked though, so I kind of stopped, and then I tried it again, and yeah, didn't really like it. And I added some collections, just as he suggests, a list of movies and stuff like that. Then this was kind of like how I used it on my daily. I don't have the nicest handwriting, and I'm not really artsy. I mean, I love crafts, but I'm not like a drawer type of person, so I would just have what I needed to do, grocery lists, whatever, and that's how I used it. And then I tried a weekly spread. I didn't really like that, so I kind of stopped. And I would let my kids draw on it, and I would write the date, so that way, if they ever got a hold of my journal, I didn't really stress too much that they ruined it. It's not like my handwriting is very pretty anyway. So here my index kind of continued. It continued to 3 different pages. So at the end of the index, whoops, I go back to the front index. In the front index at the bottom, you see it says index continues, and then it has 2 more pages. So that's where the index continued. And that was pretty much how I did this bullet journal. And then I went on to this. So my son bought me this cute little notebook for my birthday, and from the Dollar Tree, and I just wanted to use it, so I did. And I used to keep a couple sticky notes in the front, not that I really ever used them, but this is what I did. I actually did a real index this time with alphabetical order. You see a bunch of white out, that's because I had it in the original index way before I decided to alphabetize it. And I still had my different keys or stuff, and I included stuff like if I forwarded something, and I would put a date next to it. And then I added a 6-month at a glance calendar, and I added a future planning page, just wrote down the date, what I needed to do. And then this is when I started adding a habit tracker or whatever tracker. See, I would do laundry and stuff like that, and my daily kind of stayed the same. And then this is where I started adding the monthly tracker, and I had this like pull out page to fit the whole month because I couldn't fit it in this tiny book. So I did that, and that was it. I still have a bunch of pages left in here that are blank because I was not really wanting to continue. I didn't really like how small it was, so I moved on, and I went to this book in September last year to the end of the year. So here I have just my phone number and email in case I got lost, a Bible verse I taped in. And then in this book I decided to go with the contents, or the traditional bullet journal index as the guy calls it, but it's actually a contents page. And then here I went with an actual index, which is alphabetical order. And that way I could include something from like my daily notes. If I had like a confirmation number, I can write it in there like Amazon confirmation number, and write the page number, even if it's in the middle of my daily notes on here you pretty much list the days that your months go in, and then your lists, like I had like my weekly chores or a list of items from the Dollar Tree to keep a lookout for that I would possibly want to get. And then here I started my first page here, and I did not like this. You see, this is the first time I start getting like artsy, and I just did not like it. It was not cute, and I even wrote it in there that I don't like the layout of this. So then I tried this one, and I actually do like this one. It had a timeline at the top, which I color coded, and just what I needed to do. And I liked that, and I included the little weather symbol, so just some different things. And then here I tried that little, kind of like a spiral dexis. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but anyways, this kind of represents a clock. You see 12, 6, and then there's like 2 circles inside of each other. So yeah, and that was alright. I kind of like that. This has some private information here that I don't want to share. And here I just tried to keep it simple in November with just underlining my date, and I kind of liked how this worked out. I was just checking off things, and that was okay, but the check marks and the forwarding arrows all kind of blended in together for me. So here you see I can clearly see if I did it or if I moved it, so I started coloring in the boxes instead. Here I like this layout, just a very simple kind of like flagpole thing with the date. I would have preferred to keep doing the weather thing because it just adds a little color and drawing there, but anyways, so I started coloring in with the same color and then forwarding or Xing with the black pen that I write with. So I like how that looked like that. And you see these things here on the side. You see I have kind of did like this is like another part of like an index type of thing, and I'll show you that in a minute. And I still have some pages left here to the end. So I decided that I'm going to use that for my penmanship practice. You can see here I did. Just to keep practicing, because I wanted to start 2016 in a completely new journal. A journal that everything would fit in for the entire year. So these colors here indicate the markings you see on the edge of the pages. See up here. So these are all of my September pages, October, November, and December. I didn't go on to do January and February. And then these in the middle, I would put blue for like a layout or drawing that I did like, and black for what I didn't like. And these were kind of like lists that were spread all over the book. So recipes, home improvement, budgeting or financial peace type of things, DIYs, DIY recipes or instructions, and then like Bible notes. So that's what I did in that one. Oh, and back here, this was the timeline for the timeline color code. Black was when I was sleeping, pink for me or free time, light blue homeschool, red greater plan, dark green chores, orange church, light green errands, and just, yeah. And then this is my key. It's pretty much the same. I rarely ever use these symbol things. And then I did like that it had a little pocket. Actually, take these things out and put it in my new journal. So I wanted all of my year to be in one journal. Now you can see the size difference of this journal. It's kind of like I keep getting a bigger and bigger journal every time. So let's put this up. I'm going to line them all up at the top so it's easy to see the size difference. First is the tiny journal, then it gets a little wider. Then this bigger journal, which is an Ecolo journal, and I got that from TJ Maxx for like $5. And then this big one, which I got from Walmart, and you can see the thickness. The first journal is pretty thin. Then this one looks thicker than it actually is because I added the washi tape on some of the edges. And this journal, and then this big fat one. This should fit my whole year, 2016. And in here I put this sticky envelope thing, and this is where I'm actually going to put my cutout Bible verses in here to hold. So if ever I want to just tape them in somewhere like I did with this one, I can just grab some tape and go ahead and put it wherever I want it. So again, I have my phone number and email in case I lose it, but I really don't think I'll be carrying this around with me because it's really big. It has 400 pages. You can see here on the back. I already numbered everything. It goes up to 400. Okay, so here I taped in another Bible verse and my Hello 2016 with my goals. Then I went ahead and drew in all of my month calendars. I actually drew in the month because I didn't want the traditional list month that the bullet journal does. I wanted to see my month, and I'm using my market dots for certain things. So I have what each color stands for there. That way I don't got to keep writing out church, 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 church. We go to church, as you can see, 4 or 5 times a week. So I didn't want to keep writing everything out. So January, and also what I'm going to do is, like here, if I have any appointments, and then I can just like write down some notes about that appointment, or the address if I don't know where I'm going, or stuff like that. If it's a dinner, like what to bring or anything like that, I can add here. And I just did that all the way through. Again, you see on the edge of the page I have a color marking for each month. So keeps going. For each month I have a color marking: brown, dark blue. And then here I did a future planning for 2017. Say we're coming to the end of the year and I have kids' doctor's appointments that are in January or February. I can just write the date and what it is quickly. That way when I start my new journal, I can look here and transfer. I have a contacts page with just like family members or a few close friends in case my phone ever gets stolen or dies or just something and I need the number. So I just have a few here. I'll probably include a couple numbers like our doctor's number or something like that, our insurance, our insurance number or whatever. Just some things in case, God forbid, our technology is acting crazy. I added these little pink things in the 3 spots where I need to go to frequently. So the first one, when I'm planning out my day, I would go and look at my month and make sure, like, what appointments do I have this week? Whereas today's New Year's Day, so nothing except for church on Sunday. And I like to keep my weekend together. Usually I don't like this because this is not how the calendar actually is supposed to be. But I like to keep the weekend together in case we do a family thing. Or, someone's coming in town for the weekend, I can just kind of do it together instead of Saturday here and then jumping over to Sunday in the beginning. So that's why I keep the weekend together. And then the next one, pink tab, is to my running to-do list. So then I can just write in, if I have, for now I only have one thing, but if I have stuff from my running to-do list that I can get done, I can go ahead and get that done in my daily. And I have my kind of like a daily, weekly thing to keep the house in order and running smoothly and hopefully cleanly. I have a movies list, which I just moved over the ones that were in my old journal that I haven't seen yet. Actually, I've seen one of them, Glory Road, I think, but I want to see it again, so I added it again. And then my books, again, I only added the ones that I haven't read yet that were on my old journals list, and I just added this one, The Time Traveler's Wife. I like the movie, I want to read the book. Then I have a women's Facebook devotional group. It's a private group on Facebook, so these are some devotionals that I want to do with the ladies in that group. If you're a lady and you're interested in joining, I'll put the link in the description. And then on this page I have some gift ideas, and I just put a square for each of us in our family. I'm not going to share Kuma's because he watches my videos. And then I have my January tracker. As you saw on my January month, I have this like light purple marking in the top first line. So here in January, anything January is also going to have that purple. So here's my January tracker. and then some to-dos that I would like to get done this month. If I find that at the end of the month that some of these things didn't get done, I'll go ahead and just put them on my running to-do list so that way I can get to them when I need to, like paint chalkboard. That's not anything that really has to be done this month, or paint jar lids. Anything like that, that really, if I'm not getting to it, then it's something that I can do whenever. I'll transfer it to my running to-do list over here, and then in the next month I'll look and see if it's something that I can get done or whatever. Then I have my first daily, which I did that kind of flagpole thing that I liked. It looks kind of crazy because I striped it. And then here, I kind of feel like though this heading took up way too much space. That's like 4 or 5 lines that, you know, really was unnecessary. So I might simplify that a little bit, but I do like having the little thing there, and, you know, some to-dos, and I want to write in my daily Bible verse that I get through my Bible app. Just write that in, and in a colored pen, so that way it kind of stands out. And then this is blank for the next day, or if anything I'll do start tomorrow here, or something, tape in a picture or something there and start tomorrow here. I'm not sure, but anyways, this is going to be for another daily page. And then the reason I skipped that page is because I wanted to add this. This is the Pimsleur Spanish CD lesson. We have the whole program, and I think it goes up to lesson 150, so I want to try to get through at least 52 lessons through this year. That would be like a lesson a week. I'm already pretty much on lesson 14, but the thing is I want to kind of backtrack a bit, and I haven't done it in a while, so I want to make sure that I fully comprehend those lessons before I go back to where I left off months ago. And then I saw this online that I really liked, 12 Habits of Highly Productive People. So I just kind of wrote down each one. They had long explanations under them. I just kind of condensed it to a sentence or a bullet, and I just wrote them here. And then it's all blank all the way through the end. On the back I have my market dots and another envelope. And then on the back blank sheet, again, I have the symbol color code thing, what they stand for, and I have some blank areas to add more for like DIYs or whatever. As my book goes on, I'll see how that goes. The only thing in the very back of the book is my index, and I have that alphabetized, and I'm writing them in pencil so that at the end of the year I can alphabetize it and write it in ABC order in black pen under each category. So I left 2, 4, 5 pages. I think that'll be enough for the whole year. I'm not going to put in like January page 1/20 through 25/32 through, you know what I mean, because I have the colors. So if I need to find January, I will look anywhere I see those like pink marks. You can kind of see it from the side better. So anywhere I see these pink marks, there, I know that's all the pink marks will be January. So there you go. That is my bullet journal. I bought this book from Walmart, and it was called, I forgot. It was, I'll get the thing if I still have it. It was $9.97 from Walmart for this big book, 400 sheets, or 400 pages, 200 sheets of paper, and it's really big, and it's kind of weighty. I won't be really carrying this around in my purse, that's for sure. It's too heavy. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom, so pretty much everything I have to do is at home, so that is why I wanted a big book where everything could fit for the year. Now quickly, I wanted to share a little project with you guys. I made this today, and all this is an empty, or a new but empty cereal box that I taped, covered with this like brownish, goldish kind of wrapping paper, and I wrote on there 2016 Memories, Brown Family. So I'm going to keep these index cards and write the date on the back, and write, you know, a couple things that happened that day, and then I left a slit in the top of the box so that way we can just drop them in. And my plan is to open up this box on Christmas or on New Year's Eve at the end of this year and read through all of these with my family, and we can kind of have that as our Christmas Eve thing, or Christmas or New Year's Eve, like kind of a little tradition that we can look back on the year and you know, enjoy our memories and remember our memories. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are inspired, and please forgive me for this video being so long. I'm very excited to get back to my YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!